Thanks for not being mad at me.
I'm not mad. I was just like, it was so. You got to put yourself in my shoes.
Obviously.
It was just like, I don't know. Like, obviously, like, yeah. I want just 15 minutes of your time when we have time.
Whenever. I'm telling you, whenever.
Obviously, you didn't trust me enough to be like, to approach me with this.
Well, like I told you, I had no idea who was going
to
and who was not. So would you wanted me as said, I'm voting for so-and-so. I don't know who else is going to, but you should. And then the three of us are fucked. What? Yeah.
So,
well, because people think people come and say, hey, you talk to Britt. I've already talked to Britt.
But if you and Britt were together.
If someone had said, I've already talked to Willow, you talked to Willow? Well, God kind of said that. And then I was like, and also I was going to last night, but I didn't have a chance. And this all happened like before bed last night. God said, talk to Willow, talk to Kevin, talk to Cindy. Pretty much, I implied that he had Bruno and Bobby already.
They're fucking pissed.
What?
They're fucking pissed.
Who is?
The other side and fucking Cindy. They're happy you guys owned up. They're happy.
Oh, of course, and that's fine because she's taking her own grave by like.
Why would she do it like that?
But like I said, I thought she was lying to me. I was like, is she really gonna vote out Parhar? Especially the way she's acting. And if you notice today, B and Cindy were like, don't say you're not going, like digging the knife. I didn't do that all day. I didn't.
You were like, I could tell right away in the morning, and that was another thing that killed me because I was just like,
at that point, honestly, once we made once I made the decision, I'm like, you're gonna do this. Everybody's gonna know. So don't be like, oh, Parhar, don't pack your stuff. Like that's what Cindy was doing. So that's why even still after, I still was like, really? Did she? And like I said, I kind of thought me and B were going to get set up and then there was going to be 2 votes and then that was an easy way to like get us away from Parhar because everybody thought I was so close to Parhar.
Could you be more subtle?
But I know that Parhar was like trying to like manipulate me. And when I made the vote and Canada cheered, that confirmed that in my head.
This is what I said. This is, Sarah, like, I trust you. But I trust you because I love you, because I care about you as a person. I said, coming in here, I said I wanted to work with someone who was the smartest in the house. And I wanted someone that I actually was a friend with. That's you.
Me too. I want real, and I thought I had that with Zach and Parhar, but then
same here.
This week, with all their fucking shenanigans, I'm like, well, what do I
say? The same thing happened to me.
So I thought, if I vote out God this week, who are they going to go after next week?
Listen,
to be honest, yeah, I thought it was pretty much everybody, but me and Brittany and God.
And that's why, like, and I know you're like, you must be working with somebody, like you, and you're like.
Brittany.
Who I am?
No.
Okay, well, I know.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
You
tell me this. Okay, here's my rationale. When Zach was HOH, and he kept making all those jokes about putting you up, I'm like, you don't make jokes about putting someone up if you're not working with them and they don't feel confident that they're not going to be put up.
But like he's like that with me. Like this is another thing that I said. If you watch Zach, if you ever seen with Zach, he's never talked to me as a person. Go ask Zach right now how many brothers and sisters I have, or go ask Zach who I lived with my whole life, or go ask Zach. Finally got my birthday out of him.
Well, even Kevin's like, oh, what's with this? Your name? And Peely's like, that's how you spell my name. He's like, oh really? I thought it was IE. Like.
Anyway, listen.
Lots of these people are just so like, there's not real connections.
Right, we do. I thought I had Zach and JP too, which I thought you were in on too. That's why I always feel like these are the people I trust.
And this is another. JP told me that you in the hot tub said, I don't know if we can trust Sarah type of shit. And Zach said, God was trying to force me to put you and Brittany up, and I know that these are lies.
I went to JP, and I was like,
I know it's a lie. That's why I did what I did. I'm like, I don't want to be fucking manipulated.
That's why I was crying that day, and you guys were crying, and then he was like, yeah, and I was like, I'm going with my gut feeling. I love you, JP, because they were all like, JP and Sarah are together. Who
was?
Every single guy was like, and then they were like,
so that's why they wanted to vote GPO.
Well, no. They wanted to vote GPO is what they told me. Because I just went and grabbed everybody. And I was like, I'm fucking playing the game. And I was like, Bobby, do you think I'm like a threat? He's like, no. I was like, then fucking use me. Use me as a fucking vote. I don't care.
Well,
I need to pick a side.
I just want someone to work with.
I just can't. I can't be a floater anymore.
Well, I tried not to be a floater the whole time, but I just feel like everyone I try to get close to gets sent home.
No, it was like, I understand your decision. I just am like, I gotta find, you know what I mean? Like, I can't be in the middle anymore, not knowing what's going on.
Too, I don't think it's about like Zach was like, you just drew the line, but it's not like that for me either. I want, and it always changes. We can't be delusional to think.
Did Cindy talk to you? Has Cindy talked to you? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what'd she say?
Willow voted.
I want to go wring her neck right now. I don't care how you vote.
Obviously.
Like, that's not my game. But don't fucking bawl your eyes out and be so upset.
Well, that's why
and
I
then
was still even like, did she do it? Because
and then throw
God
people's
was
names.
saying I had 3 votes, but he wouldn't say who. He implied pretty much Bobby and Bruno, and then I went and Bobby and Bruno were the only ones, and me and B were the only ones who like actually were in a room together. And then they were like, go talk to Cindy, and I got to talk to Cindy for like 2 minutes. And she said she would, but at the same time, I'm like, is she lying? Is she just trying to throw me under the bus and put the target off her back?
What was her reasoning?
For what?
For getting rid of JP.
Well, she just said, like, that she had talked to God and that he made a lot of sense with his points about how he's the target and he's made himself such a target. She was like, and I'm smart. And literally, it was like a 2-minute conversation. And again, just like in here, I was like, I have no fucking idea. And especially because, like, if you notice today, I wasn't saying to Parhar, like, oh, there's no way you're going home. Don't pack your stuff. And
I was, because I thought.
I know.
Yeah.
But
I literally was like, so when you're, I was like, you're going to be
so when, like, Cindy wasn't, and then she did that whole crying thing, I was like, was she the 5th vote? Like.
Well, we both, because I was like, I told Kevin right away, I was like, I thought it was you. And
I
Kevin's
made
like,
sure to
"That was
say, like, I said, I don't think it's you.
Hey.
There's no way that it is.
My thing is, like, I don't care. Like, but don't, like, go and bawl your eyes out and lie to everyone. Like, she grabbed. I understand. Like, you guys could have been like, we don't know what the 5th vote is. That's fine. You know what I mean? And you could realize that.
Well,
but
like I said to Ashley right away, I said,
yeah, she's literally throwing everyone's name up with it.
Yeah.
Like, don't run and go say Kevin, because obviously your stories are gonna match up. Like, it's the worst game. Like,
and like I said, I knew.
She's saying she told Kevin it was me, and she told me it was Kevin. Like, are you the new Greg?
The game playing already too hard again.
Too hard.
And, yeah, it's so obvious.
And like, what? I wasn't gonna rat people out. I went to Ashley and I said, Ashley, I'll tell you right now, I'm not gonna say it was this person, but I will tell you, I voted for Parker.
He did the same thing. He just came in with like this, and I'm like, that's admirable. Like that's fine. That's great. It's your own game. I understand. Like, I'm not here to tell you how to vote. That is not how Big Brother works. Great. Canada loved it. Whatever. It's a game. I'm still safe. Thank you, Jesus. Like, perfect. But don't like be like, you know what I mean? She's like swearing. I just swore on my niece and nephew's life, and she's throwing it on everybody else's life too. Like, what kind of game are you? This is not who I want to play with. People that play games like that.
Well, and it's perfect.
Absolutely.
That she's making herself.
To be honest, it is. Yeah, but she should have kept him.
I even said when I came down off the little buzzer thing, I'm like, you only get one life in Big Brother, Cindy. I stick with that. I don't believe you should have 2 lives ever in Big Brother. That's why I picked her, obviously, over anyone.
They're addictive, eh?
So bad.
Mind you, I tried to throw it, but if I had any name in my mind, it was obviously none of you guys and none of anyone else.
Yeah.
You guys have no idea how hard it is now for me to stand down there and be like, Cindy, did you tell me it was Kevin? And then you'd be like, or did you tell Kevin it was me? Like, I just love putting people on the spot, but it's not worth it.
She seems like the type to the bitter end.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That's like my brother. He'll be like, no.
Careful of that. It's like bending.
I didn't.
Yeah, no. See, they changed the table one time, and then they changed it back to the shitty one.
But,
I mean, great.
It's a game. Well, it's a game. Let it go.
Like it absolutely kills me. Like, it's not like I wanted to do that.
Sarah, we don't think you're like. We don't think you guys are horrible people. Yeah. Like.
It's a great movie.
I literally was like.
Straight up. They were too scary. They hung out way too often.
No, I wish that Canada cheered when I put in votes. Like,
It was epic.
Like, I say things and they're like,
Well, when someone goes on the block and says, basically, I'm the biggest, I'm making myself a bullseye.
Yeah.
And then there's another person who like everybody loves.
Yeah.
Everybody feels like they're with him.
The effed up thing was, I was 100%. When I told JP, I told him in the main bedroom, like, let me take you to the HOH room. I genuinely meant, I'm keeping you. I'm keeping you, JP. I 100% meant it. Cindy in the vault started to make sense now what she was saying. She was trying to get a read on where my head was at. She's like, so what do you think about like JP, where's your head lie with JP? Where's your head lie with God? And remember when she said like, she's kind of like, it almost sounded like she was like trying to see, like she wanted JP out. It almost sounded like, and I thought it was so weird that she was like trying to get, I thought she was just trying to get information on me in the vault.
Same with me.
And I didn't give her anything. I literally was like so avoiding talking to him, like, yeah.
So did you think there was actually going to be 5 votes for certain, or were you nervous until it came out? Like today?
No.
I did too. I thought maybe there'd be 2, maybe 4.
You never know.
I'm not gonna lie, like
chance.
it was just like 5 to 4. I was like, they made a mistake, and B just goes, yeah, and I was just like, I fucking did something really bad, really bad. And I'm looking around, and Jack's just like, fuck, and I was like, did I just ruin? And then Parham runs, and I was like. And then
I wish we could have hugged them.
Godfrey was like screaming, and I was like, my ears were ringing.
Did Godfrey think he was going?
No, he knew.
He started to praise. Did you guys not see that?
No.
He was like starting to like do this right before he left or something.
Well, it was like a hallelujah.
What up, y'all?
What up?
Hey, buddy.
What up, Kaser?
Kaser.
Kaser.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy ish.
I can't believe she tried to throw like me.
Dude.
Like,
Cindy.
It's
well,
this is what I did. This is what I did. I grabbed Ashley and I grabbed Peely, and I was like, fucking someone tell me who voted for who so I don't look like a fucking idiot. And Peely was like, I did, and I know Peely won't lie to me.
Yeah.
So I was like, done. And Ashley was like, you know, I was like, Kate. Yeah. So then I
You could
grabbed.
just tell. I mean, I didn't hide it on my face. Neither did you guys.
I didn't hide it either.
I grabbed it on.
Whereas Cindy cried.
I went right up to Zach and I said, we'll talk, buddy. And then I went up to Ashley and I said, listen, I'll tell you right now, I was one of the votes. I'm not going to tell you anything
except
else.
for Cindy, who played it. She cried. Whose master plan it fucking was it?
I'm not gonna lie, like it was pretty epic to be live.
good.
I'm a fan, right? So I was just kind of like,
And even
So was
her
JP
act
when he
was
left
pretty
us there. He's
sincere to
like,
me. I thought, like,
wow, well done. Like,
she, like, was it her?
Mm-hmm.
For like a second, and then obviously it sunk in, and like obviously she's just like
I'll
playing.
tell you
it.
guys straight up, I want Cindy gone. Like, if I won HOH, she'd be up. But
same. Well, she's throwing my name. she literally comes at you again. Like she keeps.
No, it's
and
like,
then
it's like a deja vu. Like I've seen this before.
And
Just
I
like
don't mind
she's-
announcing that to the freaking house.
she's like,
That's why I said all
yeah.
that shit. You only get one life in Big Brother.
That's anyway. Yeah. So when I was talking to the 3 girls, I was like, "Well, then who's our 4th?" And then he came right up and was like, "I just want to let you know that I did." And I was like, "That's great. That's your game, buddy."
Yeah.
And then I grabbed Cindy. And Cindy was like, "I would never." And I was like, "Okay, there's our 4."
Oh, she did. Oh,
No.
she denied it.
No.
She's still denying it. She's saying I did.
To
She's
like
saying,
as of like 3 minutes ago.
Oh, she just denied it?
But
No,
no, she's
she's
denying
still
it.
she told Kevin it was me, and she told me it was Kevin.
Yeah.
It's not that she's denying.
She's
It
like,
was her
Kevin
freaking
flipped.
plan.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
That's what I said. I want to go down there and be like, "Hey, Cindy, just want to know who you voted for. Because you're saying it was me, and you're saying it was Kevin.
Oh, and say it right in front of each
Right
other.
in front of each other and be like, just tell me."
Adding up,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But I'm like, is it really worth it?
It'd be good TV.
God did it.
Maybe then people will be like, there's Willow. There she is. She's actually speaking. And she's in the game somewhere.
She's not choking.
Did you see his reaction? Did you see his reaction?
She was-
Choked.
yeah,
JP's
yeah, I
reaction?
was choked.
Holy fuck. He grabbed that sandwich and ran.
That's so bad.
He was like, oh, whoa,
He was like, oh, because he realized
Mine
that.
No,
was
he was
almost
he was,
forced
he
for
was
me.
like, whoa.
My
He was
hand
my
was
mom.
almost
He was
forced.
like,
Literally, my hand was almost
Oh,
forced.
mine was 100%.
your hand? What?
I just mean like my play was almost forced
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, mine was.
Zero intention of that even happening.
Yeah.
And then,
No, I went up to Gone right away. I was like, hey man, like I voted for you to leave. Like
Yeah.
congrats.
Yeah,
on,
same
like,
here.
It's
Yeah.
like congratulations on saying like that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Like you balled out.
And he, honestly, he did do a good job. He was smart about the way he went. He must, like, if you're, like, it was Cindy's, I think he must have gone to Cindy first
Yeah.
and then said this. When he came to me, he just said, I have 3 votes, but he
Yeah.
wouldn't say exactly who. He kind
Yeah.
of
That was the
implied
best.
you guys.
yeah.
It was really smart.
And then he,
And then we didn't even,
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
It was
Me
almost,
all together. It was like,
Cindy was-
and all of us
And
were
when he
like,
told me-
I don't know if it could go through.
It's legit, yeah, or
Maybe.
not.
And then
But good for you guys for taking, like, you know what I mean? And
It was a
Canada and
huge
Finland
risk.
and love that.
It was
They
a
love
huge
that,
risk.
too.
This guy's got like every single name and thing we've ever done memorized. JP, like if that
We
doesn't
did
scare
actually-
a person who's awful at mental comps.
We
like,
just talked about that because he's a photographic memory.
Big time. Like,
Oh,
he actually told me
obviously.
once. That's
Absolutely.
And I was like, I even
like
said that. I was
I
like,
ain't waiting to beating that guy in a puzzle or a
it.
fucking mental
That
comp.
last, he'd be HOH right now. He
Yeah.
would be HOH
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
It was kind of somewhat
Yeah,
of a crapshoot.
it
It
was-
was colors, but he's still very like he's very on point.
100%.
I know Zach was so close. I feel so bad, but
I
like,
know. Me too.
I hate to throw him under the bus, and I love him so much.
I
but
feel so
he
bad, but-
told me he threw a few.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, he comes
are you
to
telling
me,
me
he's
JP
like-
never talked
he-
game or never mentioned like us
He
ever?
comes to me, he
Any
was
of
like,
us?
Are you
Like,
gonna try to win
Exactly.
for once? I was like, I
You'd be
always
lying to
try.
yourself.
Like I
Like,
really
yeah.
do. And he's
Exactly.
like, no, you don't.
it's Big
I was
Brother
like,
in the end of
yeah.
the day, guys.
He never talked to me about nothing. JB? Never.
Really?
Never. He talked.
Never. No. Never talked to him about nothing, but I know he was.
Last night was really weird though when I got up at 3 to do my DR and they were still in the bathroom and I was like, why are you still up? And they just scattered.
Yeah, that's pretty special.
And I'm too tired.
He's like the king of stop
Just
talking
you.
about what he's talking about when I walk into the pantry and see him talking.
Just the two.
Okay, like
JP?
I just
Well,
gotta get
and
my
that's
shit
the
and take
thing.
off.
Like
Zach and JP.
I would talk to
Okay.
JP and then
Last night at 3. And they were
And
like,
then
what?
you would go-
Why are you? You probably heard me. I was like, why are you up?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to do my thing.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah.
The one thing I really didn't like was how cocky he was all week. And he kept talking about how next week, and
Yeah.
oh, don't worry, Godfrey, you can watch
That could
the
just been to
feeds.
get a read on us, though, you know.
No, to like Godfrey, he'd be like, Godfrey,
Oh.
you can watch the feeds like in a couple of
That's
days
rude.
and see what it's going.
That's
Like, oh, you'll be,
extremely rude.
and then he'd be like, you can have food there in a
It's
couple of
almost
days.
like a little bit of karma, kind of.
Yeah, and that's what it was. And even
Clamped up.
up to when they were sitting on the couch.
And at that point,
before
I was like,
Lisa
Oh my God, get these out of here.
he's going, oh, don't forget your sandwich on your way out. That's what he's telling Godfrey.
That's
And guess who went
It's
and
not
got that?
malicious, but it did. You're right.
Yeah, man.
exactly.
It was just, it was, so it's like, don't forget your sandwich, buddy. And
yeah.
like, not like, and I don't mean it like in a mean way, but like, you know what I mean? And he's,
Yeah.
And
Mind
well,
you, he
and
was
that
such
just
a genuine guy. He learned about like all of our background. He knew like my
he's
brothers.
Oh,
one of my
sisters,
favorite
and shit,
people
like-
here, 100%. But
He's
at
such
the
a
same
genuine
time,
guy.
that stuff like that shows like I've never felt that confident here for a second.
No.
that's it, you can't.
Right? So when
Especially
you
on the
do
block
feel that
feeling.
As a
confident,
super fan, they should know that.
Yeah.
As a super fan,
Yeah.
you should know you never feel comfortable. And that's
Yeah.
anybody that's played the game, they say
Yeah.
you never feel comfortable.
Yeah.
As soon as you feel
Yeah.
comfortable like that, people
You're
are like,
on.
wait a minute,
You're
why is
walking
this
out the
guy so
door.
comfortable?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
Well,
exactly.
Humans
what
don't
happened.
like when there's a different kind of emotion. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that, what you're feeling isn't right. In here, you want to be as normal and as
Yeah.
composed.
Yeah, he's-
So as soon as you act differently, it's like, well, why are you acting like that?
Yeah.
And you start to count off the reasons why.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Yeah,
He honestly, maybe not. He shouldn't have been that confident. But it's like, same with Greg. We're like, why is he so confident? Why is he running there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Poof, get out.
Yeah.
Right? Same with, with Cindy. Like, why is she like,
Yeah.
we were like, poof, get out. Like, as soon as you do something out of the ordinary and the majority of people aren't understanding it
Yeah.
or obviously scared of it, you're going.
it's,
That's so crazy.
I think it was good for everybody.
My vote's already locked in if Cindy's on the block.
I was like, I gotta win this HOH because none of us talked, right? We were just so quiet. I was like, I have to win this HOH because I have no idea what is going on. And I was like, and are we all coming after each other?
No, it wasn't like it wasn't against anybody at all. It was like I don't want
Just
anybody
as
to think.
smart.
Yeah, it
when
wasn't.
there's two people like that on the
Yeah.
block,
Yeah.
and one person is
It
like
was
the
definitely
hugest target
nothing
ever,
against
and
anybody.
and
Well,
saying
you know
like
what, my-
I'm going after this person and this person,
I just have
and
to
then
make
the
sure
other
Cindy
person
was
is
in
like
that
I'm
HOH
everybody's
comp.
best
That's all
friend,
I need to
literally.
make sure. As long as Cindy wasn't in that HOH comp, I was smiling, and I
And it sucked.
I was like, okay, I'll take this.
because I was like, then because she threw your name under the bus. So in that comp, I was like, well, fuck, if I get it right, I'm getting Kevin out. But like that would have been so wrong for me. Fuck.
I mean, obviously she's trying to hide herself.
But the thing,
But you would have had time to talk to people, and there's no way like
Yeah.
we would have let
no,
you
but
think
that
it
was
Kevin.
like, why would I cut him from an HOH comp when he's
Exactly.
on my side? Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Oh, cut him.
Do you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because I was like, that's the first thing. I was like, who am I looking to get out? And I was like, well,
Yeah.
fucking Kevin's the fifth vote, and he's
Yeah, it's like I'm the one who flipped, so of course you're gonna get
Yeah.
out.
Well,
but-
and I'm like,
Well,
and you lied,
over other people, right?
lied to me.
Exactly.
But then I'm like, but
It was
anyway,
a really
everything
fucked up night.
so fucked.
really fucked.
But you
up
know
night.
what? I like when it gets like
I would have
this.
just picked
Big
people who
Brother,
I
Yeah,
thought were going to be
We're
in
in
the
Big
comp.
Brother. And
I look
something
at those
epic
comps
finally
as
happened.
play to win, not play to, you know what I mean, pick who you want
Yeah.
for HOH.
Yeah.
I play to
Yeah,
win
of
every
course.
single comp.
Yeah.
The game, set, match, I was like, play to win.
Yeah.
So go for Bruno because people, the less amount of people are going to go for Bruno.
Yeah.
So if you don't do that now, then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always
Totally
play to
makes
win,
sense.
not just to
Totally makes sense.
Crazy.
to
Yeah,
like
no.
prevent a specific other person to win. And I feel like
What's
that's a good, fair strategy,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Just play for,
I should
for
have
yourself
known
to win.
because like you didn't run and go like tell it like right away. She grabbed it. I was like, I did not vote him on. And Ash was like, oh, okay, yeah. She's smart like that. Like
I'm straightforward. I was like, got for you. I voted for you, buddy. And if someone's like gonna try to
Yeah, I
disguise
saw
their vote under mine, it's like, I mean, I don't have a defense. It's like I know what I did. If you're gonna try to blame me for it, you're gonna look really silly when it comes out. You know,
Yeah.
like 2 months later.
if we were all like trying to be like, oh, I'm not telling you, like, you know what I mean, that's
Yeah.
fine. But like everybody came clean except for one person.
Yep.
That you're just gonna.
Yeah.
It'd be different if
Because that
if none of you
sh-
were on.
that
I
wasn't
can't
about,
get mad at
like,
one
it
person,
wasn't about
right?
Zach. It was about JP.
Yeah.
It's so scary. Not, had nothing to do with Zach's reign of HOH. Had nothing to do with sides of the house. It was an individual person.
And that's what I
JP
tried to
was
tell
like
Zach
Zach's
in the
boy.
pantry after too, and I
heard you
got
guys
like a little
talking about that, and I
emotional, and
tried
I
to
was
chime
like,
in too.
I'm like a yeller
You said
when
that
I
Yeah,
afterwards.
I couldn't even go in
Zach
there.
when HOH.
I was
Zach
terrified.
But I
when
and I
he was, like,
said after, like, I'm
closest
sorry
person
for
goes,
yelling. It's
But-
just like I get
That's what happens
emotional
when you
and
just, like,
passionate,
fuck
and
around.
it really wasn't like that. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
hey, buddy.
Is that money?
Did you ever find your other football?
No, I did.
Yeah, that one disappeared like a few days ago.
What's